What's going on, fellow warriors? Hopefully your day is going great because it's Monday. Kaboom! It's Monday. Today on Lunch and Live, we're going to be talking about something that is probably a difficult subject, especially for a lot of us right now, and it is financial well-being. So right here, financial well-being. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully you guys are doing great because this is one of those times where I think I'm going to learn something. But we can't jam pack this all into one session. So what I'm going to do is, if you look up above my head right there, csgwarriorwellbeing.com, that is your access link to get fellow warriors, fellow veterans, access to this content. We're going to try and do this every Monday. We're going to talk about the financial aspects of well-being, and we're going to go through a series of different things. Also on YouTube, I'll put the link down in the comments description so you can get an instant replay of any of these that you see fit to do so. So, without further ado, I'm going to dig right in. So, most of us, when we are asked, if I had $1 million handed to me today, what would I do with it? Well, I know what I would do with it, and it's probably what the majority of you would do with it. I'd pay off my bills. Yeah, I'd pay off all my bills and just try and live a healthy life, right? Well, that's what everybody says. Unfortunately, that's not what always happens. And I'll read you a quick excerpt from here. So the articles in this book, and then also that most people have read about finances, have learned that money is not the most important part about being happy. And what I mean is even though you have an extreme wealth, you're going to find yourself dealing with a lot of things that are outside of what money can do for you. So the amount of money that you have is not your biggest gauge of financial well-being. Money, it doesn't determine exactly how your life is going to play out, but it does help, right? It lets you sleep at night when you know you've got enough money in the bank to cover that rent check, to cover that food bill or that credit card bill. Unfortunately, it's something that we need. And a lot of times that's associated with well-being. And if you dig in deeper, you'll notice that as you go back to when the times of trading different things, you could find yourself depending on barter and trading, and money was just a form of a goods. And so if you look across the world, you can kind of see right now with the things that are going on specifically with financial, the world view of money is pretty, you got to have it to survive, especially right now. And as we go through all these different things with the isolation, a lot of our friends and family out there are not able to get financial means to provide for their families and for themselves, which in turn is tearing apart their internal and external well-being. And so you think about money, it increases the short-term happiness, especially if you have a whole lot. But what does it do in the very end for people who don't have a lot of money? Well, their happiness is in what they can get, the short-term entertainments, the different types of travel. And unfortunately, right now, we don't have access to travel. We don't have access to entertainment. We don't have access to the things that take our minds away from the struggles with finances. So something that you have to think about, the easy answer about money is that, you need it to live, but the benefits sometimes can outweigh the cost or outweigh the end state, because a lot of people have to learn how to invest their money and invest it into well-being of themselves and in the future. A lot of people, they feel when they receive money or they get something and they're financially stable, they find a lot of benefit in taking care of others. And that's where it starts to really kind of help their heart and help their mind clear up from just focusing in on themselves. And so as we go through and we try to make this a better world and a better place for all of us, let's think about each week as we go through this journey, how we can focus our finances to help our personal well-being, but also the well-being of friends and family around us, especially in this time of need. And there are lots and lots of veterans out there that are just answering the call and going out and helping each other. And I just encourage you to do so. So that's going to do it for this Monday edition of Luncheon Live, Financial Wellbeing, Warrior, CSG Warrior, Wellbeing.com. Check it out, forward it, send it, share it. See you later.